Hey you guys, I'm so excited. Today I want to share with you what I believe to be the best project to make with your new Xtool M2 in order to make enough money for you to pay off your laser as quickly as possible. So without any further ado, let's get right into it. Now, before I share with you what I believe to be the best-selling product that you can make with the Xtool M2, I do want to show you really quickly how to make stickers with this machine. And that's because I had a couple of people message me and they asked me about the machine, how it's performing to make stickers, and if the print is clear and vivid and so on. So I have not tried to do stickers when I did the first review of the machine. So let's make a sticker and then we'll get into the product that I was telling you at the beginning of the video. So I'm gonna bring you in closer so you can see the machine. I have my computer over there and let's set this machine up. Now, to make stickers, obviously we have to start with printing an image. So we have to swap the laser module for the ink module. So swapping the head is super simple. You just unplug the USB-C cable here on the side and then you pull out, you see it has connected with these two pins that are magnetic. The same thing to place the ink module. You see those two pins. I'll just click it in there and then connect the USB-C cable. There you go, it is ready. Now, I did not remove the cap for the ink module because the machine automatically, when I give it a print job, it's going to go over here and drop its cap by itself. It's going to print, then go back and pick up the cap. So we need some sticker paper. I have purchased this shipping label papers on Amazon. I'll put a link to them in the description below. So we'll pull out a sheet. It looks like this. I'm going to put it right here on the bed of the machine. Now, because you see the paper is curling upwards, I'm just going to use this magnets that comes with the machine for cutting paper and so on. So I'm just going to place those on the corners just to make sure that my paper stays flat. Great. The ink module is in, the paper is in. I am going to close the lid. Then here on my computer, I have a design that I brought in. All the designs I'm using today, I got them from Creative Fabrica. I am not associated with them. I have no affiliation with them. There's just something that's where I use my graphics from. It is, I think it's $3.99 per month. And I figured you pick one design from Etsy, you probably pay that much. So that's what I'm using. My designs, all of the designs we'll be using today are from there. I'll also put a link to that in the description below. So I've got a little design in here and we got the print head in there, and I chose in the material settings, I chose the white sticker paper, and let's see, I am going to point you to the machine maybe so you can see how fast it prints. I am not going to fast forward this, that way you see it exactly in real time. So let's start printing. I am going to press process on the computer. I am making a 3-inch sticker, and now we'll push this button on the machine here to start the print. Like I said, I am not going to fast forward this on. You see it dropped the cap over there, and now it's going to start printing. This is in real time, so we can see exactly how fast or how slow is printing. It's about halfway through. Almost done. All right, the print is done. Let's see what it looks like. It got the print head, it got its cap back on so the ink doesn't dry. The print is looking fantastic. I'm not going to pull it out yet because we still have to cut it. So in order to cut it, we need to put our laser module on now. So I'm going to pull out the USB-C cable, put the ink, you see the cap is back on. Does it all by itself so you don't forget and have your ink dry out. And then there goes the ink, the laser head. I do have the 10-watt laser. So I am going to close this. And because I know my sticker is 3 inches, I have made a circle that is 3 inches and put it right on top of my sticker. Cut it out. I'll go to cut. The settings are straight from the Xtool. Whatever they suggest, that's what I'm going to leave it with. And I'm just going to say process. It says to reclose the lid to trigger the auto measurement. So I'm going to do that. There you go. Now it's going to measure the distance from the laser head to the paper. So that's the autofocus basically. So it does that all on its own. I didn't have to do anything other than just close the lid. So now I'm going to say process. It tells me a warning that I'm a 1% power, which is okay. We're cutting paper, so that's what Xtool suggested. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to say start, and then we'll push this button. And it's done. All right, let's see how we did. Fan is still going. This is the, all right, much better now, it got quiet. So this is the quality of the print. The print is fantastic. The colors are really nice. They're exactly the way the colors looked on the computer when I chose this file. And then let's see, did they cut through? It cut exactly just the paper top. It did not cut all the way through, which is perfect for stickers. This is what you want to see when you make a sticker. So super, super cool. We can stick this on something. Let me see if I can find something. I have a can of wax here, some board butter, and this is our sticker. Again, better lighting here. Fantastic, fantastic quality on printing. It did really well with the cutting. And I'm going to put this on my can, and I put it off center, but it looks amazing. Very, very happy with it. All right, so what is this one product I was talking about? Well, it's something that is really, really simple, really easy to make. It doesn't take much material. It doesn't cost much, yet you can sell a lot of it. And I know that because I have done it in the past. What is it, you might ask? Well, it's simple. It's make earrings. Sounds silly, but earrings like this can pay for your laser in no time. And it's very, very simple to make. Look how cute they look. Super nice, very light, comfortable to wear for big earrings. These designs, again, I got them from Creative Fabrica. Very, very nice. For these ones here to demonstrate, I used veneered plywood, 1/8 inch veneer plywood. And then I'll put some clips where I cut it. The reflection was really bad from the window, so you can't see very well, but it did really, really nice, clean cuts. I didn't sand them or anything. So super nice earrings. These guys at the craft shows, they sell for about $5 a pair. And as you can see, this is all the material you need. So you barely need any, like, you know, a 4-inch by 4-inch piece of material to make a piece of pair of earrings. And then the hardware for it, you buy, like I bought this here, they come in gold and silver. It was one pack, it cost me $5 on Amazon for the hardware to make these guys. And I'll also put some links to those in the description below. Super, super easy to make. They cut really quickly because they're small, they're simple, and they're very easy to sell. If you don't go to craft fairs and you sell this online, they're not really worth to sell one pair at a time because the shipping might be more expensive than the earrings itself. But you can sell them in packs of 5. So let's say you sell 5 pairs for $25, and that is going to make it worth it. I made these other earrings in here too. This is layered earrings. I didn't put the hardware on these ones, but super, super cute. You can do some fun stuff with layered stuff. And the one trick, I will put a clip here so you can see how I made these guys. I basically cut each layer from, this is just 1/8 inch veneer plywood. So the cuts were clean, very nice. So that's what I used to cut the 2 layers. And then to glue them, because you can see the top layer is so thin that you would think, how did you glue that to get no glue squeeze out? Well, here is my trick. To glue this kind of earrings, and I've used this for Christmas ornaments as well, to make 2-layer Christmas ornaments. I used this kind of 3M 300 LSE. This is double-sided tape, and it comes in many, many sizes. This is the roll I use for these earrings, but you can get them narrower, you can get it wider, you can get it super thin strips if you need to just do like an edge around the project. You can get it in about 1-inch strips, or you can get it if you want to just cover a full sheet of plywood and cut a million earrings or, you know, Christmas ornaments. It comes in 12-inch rolls as well. So you just take this and plaster at the back of your plywood, and then it's double-sided. So let me just show you what it looks like. Here is the way I did the earrings. So I just put this on this material. I did not put it on the walnut one. And then this one, you just peel the paper from the double sticky side, and then they stick together. And you see how thin that is? You cannot see it. Now, when I was making them for craft fair, I was not using veneer plywood. I was making them from solid wood because I had tons of scrap pieces around the shop left over. And you can actually purchase just thin pieces of wood. So for these double layer ones, you might just want to get like 1/16 thick, and then 2 of them together will make a 1/8, so they're not too thick. And you can purchase that online. Let me know if you want any kind of recommendation where to buy it from. Or my favorite was to make it from this printed plywood. So these are printed with UV ink. You can purchase these guys online. A few companies sell them, but it comes in many, many colors. And they are very, very fun. And then the best thing about these guys is that you don't need to put any finish on them. So you just cut them, put the hardware on it, and there you go. You have some beautiful earrings. So I know earrings sounds like a silly thing, but it is the thing that will pay off your laser, I believe. I never thought about selling earrings until, well, a while back when I made some earrings for one of the lasers review I was doing. And then I didn't know what to do with them. I don't wear big chunky earrings. So when I had my hair appointment, my hairdresser likes big earrings. So I just gave it to her as a gift. And she loved them so much, she asked if I can make some for her daughter. And then she even offered me if I want to have a little stand in her salon because she thought her customers would like the earrings as well. So then I started making them when I would go to craft shows, and they pretty much always sold out because they're $5. Anyone has $5. It makes it super simple. It's an easy gift to give to someone that does not cost a lot, and they are unique. So as you can see, there are a lot of things you can do with this machine. If you have not seen my full review on the Xtool M2, go check it out. This was just a quick one to share with you the earring process and then show you how to make stickers and how wonderful it is to have that print head together with the laser so you can cut out the stickers. And I cannot wait for Christmas. I'm going to put stickers on everything. I hope this was useful to you and you learned something new. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Skylar Ewing, and I'll see you in my next video.